2021 will find me more hydrated. Let's hope. So, it is a new year. 2020 is over. Thank God. Hi, I'm Sarah. I have ADHD. I make videos about being a 28-year-old woman with ADHD. So if you're interested in that, you should hit that subscribe button. You should watch this video. You should give this video a thumbs up because, I mean, that's nice. I never know how to do this whole intro thing, but I'm working on it. I have always had trouble keeping up with a planner from the time that my elementary school gave every student a free agenda and we had to get it signed off on by our parents so that they knew what homework we had, to present day. I love stationery and I love office supplies, and I have so many notebooks, planners, calendars, and they just go unused. And it's not for a lack of trying. I really am very, very picky about the layout of my planners. Digital systems, they don't work well for me. I know myself, and I know that in order to remember that something is happening, I have to physically write it down. So what I am going to talk to you about today is the planner that I used last year and the planner that I plan on using in 2021. Last year, I bought my first passion planner. I will insert some footage of me unboxing it because who doesn't love a good unboxing? This passion planner is the undated version and it is the daily version. So they have a weekly, that's the original. I have the daily and it is undated. I'm going to talk to you about some pros and cons and how I felt using this planner in 2020. So this is the passion planner that I got. It is the most gorgeous, jungly kind of embossed leather cover. I should have looked this up, but I don't think it's actual real leather. It just feels like leather. Overall, absolutely gorgeous planner. I'm not gonna go through all of the passion planner stuff, but it's got some really good like goal setting systems that it wants you to work with. I just don't really fill out a lot of these kinds of pages in my planner. So I did a good job. I started out really using it how it was supposed to be used, and I kept up with it for a while. I can show you this page. So there's a column with times from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and that's for your schedule. It's a 3-month planner. It's not a yearly or anything. It is undated, so you can use it whenever. But it's a 3-month planner, and each day is actually a full spread. So it takes up 2 pages, which I really like that. But I found myself not using a lot of the space or not knowing what to use the space for. As a section for today's focus, your game changer goal, that has to do with the kind of goal setting system that Passion Planner has in place, a personal to-do list, a work to-do list. This free space to grow, I've seen a lot of bullet journalers use this for kind of inspirational quotes or drawings, etc. A space for something that you want to do for your self-maintenance that day. The best thing that happened today, I learned today in 1 word, and a mood with some cute little emojis. I love, absolutely love this layout. And then the second page in the daily spread is a space of infinite possibility, and it is just a dot grid page for you to do whatever you would like with. In addition to the daily spreads, there are monthly pages. This was my October monthly page. I highlighted using one of my darker gray mild liners, and it made it kind of hard to see. I wish I hadn't used that color. But there's a space for the month, because remember, this is undated. The month's focus.
People to see, no one, coronavirus.
Places to go, things to learn, personal projects, work projects, and then a space for a mind map for the month. Again, I do really like the layout of this planner, but I think I'm going to mention my biggest con, and that is I learned that so my camera died, which is another thing I'm gonna have to get used to. Went and took a hot bath, and now I'm pajama chic. And we're gonna just jump right back into it. So that's why I changed clothes. That's what happened. There you have it, folks. So, pros of the Passion Planner daily undated version. Cover, gorgeous. Feeling is wonderful. It's a really nice size. This feels like something that I could super easily throw into my bag and carry to work. It does only span 3 months, which could be a pro or a con depending on how you like to look at time. The layout, everything I've dreamed of, honestly. I did use it pretty consistently for a while. I did have trouble figuring out what to put in these spaces here. I didn't know what to write a lot of the time. Obviously I knew what to write with today with 1 word, but the free space to grow and the space of infinite possibility, I didn't really know what to put there a lot of the time. I looked at Instagram for inspiration and I found a lot, but I really do love this layout. Honestly, this is the closest thing layout wise to a perfect planner that I've ever found. And now for the cons. For someone with ADHD, or even not, just for me, undated planners don't work. I really need a monthly section, which this has, but I do have to take the time to fill out the dates for any month that I want to use that monthly layout for, and I won't spend that time. I know that, and I know me, and I didn't. I filled out October, and like I made the calendar for October and I kind of filled it in, but I really didn't keep up with it. October is the only month that I filled it out for. The rest are blank. I need something with dates. They make a dated weekly version, but I am much more interested in the daily layout than the weekly layout. That's just how my brain works. But if Passion Planner made a dated daily planner, it would probably be the only planner I used ever. And I would probably use it consistently because this is one of the closest things that I've ever found for something that actually works for me. And so we move into 2021. I'm really trying to find a tool that I can use consistently and that consistently works for me and the way my brain works, because with ADHD, building routines and remembering important events and appointments is very difficult. That's just part of the territory. And so I bought a day designer. Con already is price.
This baby was not cheap.
The reason I bought a day designer flagship planner is because there are two organizational tools that really worked for me. One is when I was a teenager, I had a wall calendar, a regular wall calendar. I think it had pictures of cute animals or horses or something. I really kept up with adding events and important due dates to that wall calendar. So it hung in my bathroom and I kept up with it and I saw it every day. And that is probably the most organized I've ever been in my entire life. I've not, since then, I don't know what happened, but since then I have not had the same kind of luck with wall calendars. The second one is a day designer brand planner that I picked up my senior year of college for student teaching when I was going through that. I kept up with that really well, and I really, again, I'm very, very picky about layouts. If there's something even slightly off about a planner that my brain doesn't drive with, I just can't use it. But one that I kept up with really well was a day designer, and so I looked back into them, and they actually have two different lines. One is a retailer line that is sold by Target. I don't know if it's sold by other big box retailers. Target sells a version of a day designer planner, and that is the one that I was thinking of. So I bought their luxury flagship planner. They're like fancy dancy. You can only order this from their website planner. I will put in some unboxing footage right now. Holy cow, this is the nicest planner I've ever owned. It came in immaculate packaging. It is a tank. I can use it for storage. I love organizational systems. I am so bad at using them, but I'm so good at collecting them. But it's January 3rd, so obviously I've just started using it. I can't talk about whether it works for me or not, but I can tell you about my first impressions.
She's a thick lady.
This is a regular moleskin. This is my journal. It's a regular moleskin, so this is the thickness. And this is the Passion Planner. They're very similar. The Passion Planner is definitely larger. They're pretty similar in thickness, but the Day Designer is large, which I knew because this is a daily planner, so it has pages for every day of the year. It is dated. It's a coil bound planner. It's got tabs for all of the months. It has a pretty similar layout to the Passion Planner actually. So there's an inspirational quote at the top. There is a space for today's top 3 tasks that you would like to get done. There's a space for a schedule. There's a space for to-do list. There's a daily gratitude space. There's a notes space. And then these categories: do, dinner, dollar, and don't forget your 4 Ds. I just flipped open to show you, and I flipped some of a birthday. Also my mom's birthday, because I was born on the same day as my mother. How cool was that? Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get you situated back here. It's big. I don't like how big it is. I should have known this, and it's fine working from home because I just leave it on my desk. But if I had to carry this around, I probably wouldn't. It's really, really durable feeling. It's got metal reinforced corners so that if you did carry it around, it probably wouldn't get beat up. You can choose your cover. I just got this like minimalist mint green and pink abstract cover, which I really like. I love it so far. I've used it. It comes with a handy dandy Today bookmark that clips to the coils. The coils do feel very sturdy, so even if you were kind of throwing it around in a bag, I don't think that they would get too damaged. I have been using it. Granted, we're only 3 days into the year, so anything could happen. Pros, great layout, very high quality planner, very cute. My biggest con right now is that it's just too big. In 2021, one of my goals is to drink more water. One of your goals should be to subscribe to this channel. Let's see if I can keep up with the hanging wall calendar of my youth. That honestly may end up being the best planner for me. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.